What is going on? I am Joey Schneider. That is Dean Samples. Welcome
What's
back to the
that?
Press Start Pod. We took a little hiatus because we fucking can. We're
I went
busy.
on a vacay too. An unexpected vacay. I went to Florida and I miss it. But we're here.
I
We
I
got
have
a lot to
been
talk about. We got some
we
big
do,
news.
and I've been sad without Dean, but unfortunately, I
I've
wish
been sad without you.
it's okay. We're back together, and it feels so good. Now we're haven't had a lot of time to play. I did actually, you know what? I will say I know you haven't played uh anything, Dean. You've been a busy man. I have played. I love Hell Divers too. Still loving Hell Divers. Um, Still playing WWE 2K24. I don't know if that's gonna stop right now. Because I needed to get the Dijak Amethyst.
Nah. Yep.
But even more important, I needed to get the Blair Davenport Amethyst. That was
Did you get it?
it was so hard. You need to take you need to take a
What'd you
bronze.
have to do?
So you have to take a bronze, which is like your highest bronze is a 59 overall, and I had to beat
Yeah.
an 85 Blair Amethyst, 85 overall Blair Amethyst in a 2 out of 3 with only 5 minutes.
Oh.
And I had to get 90 action points. It was
How many times did you have to restart that?
probably like 100. I spent one full day doing it, and I finally got it.
Good for you.
But but that's not so. The exciting thing that happened to me this week though is I don't know if it was this week or last week. So I'm sure some of you know who Greg Miller is. Greg Miller used to be a journalist, columnist, reviewer for IGN. Did it for many years. Then started his own thing. He had PS I Love You. Now he does kind of funny games, and he's involved in a million different types of things with everything. And I always respected him as a journalist, a columnist, a reviewer. I loved Greg. I always thought he had great energy. Always followed his stuff, whatever. So he does the ratings reveals for WWE because he for WWE 2K. He did them last year and he did them this year with Xavier Woods. And I had this really weird dream that I got Greg Miller to follow me because they made him a manager card in the game, and I don't
Is it
remember.
really?
It was really cool. It's cool to see stuff like cool things happen to good people like that. So I just tweeted it out there at Greg Miller. I was like, "Hey, I had this weird ass dream that you followed me after I got your card." And he responded to me. He said, "Send me a screenshot and I'll follow you." And I got the card, sent him a screenshot, and sure as shit, Greg Miller now follows me on Twitter.
That's cool.
Yeah, you know what? It is cool, Dean. I'm very excited about it.
I'm excited for you. That's cool. I missed my old Twitter account. I had John Cena follow me.
Oh
And I
my
had
god!
who else did I have? Bernie followed me. I had a couple other people on there, but oh well. I've been trying to get John to follow me back since, and it's not happening. I have no luck.
If anyone
I
can,
doubt you're listening, John Cena.
Yeah,
But follow me, damn it.
we might not be able to see him, but he can hear us.
Right?
But we didn't get a chance to talk about all the big stuff. You know what? I think the last episode we talked. Sony just had their state of play, so we're not right now. We're going to jump into what Xbox did. Xbox had a massive showing, like they knew that they would. I mean, they showed off just so many things.
Fable.
Fable and
Looks
Avowed.
so good. Fable looks so good.
Fable. I got to see more. Got to see actual gameplay. Avowed. Want to see more of it. Looks good. I think what's that game? South of Midnight. I think that's what it's called. The graphics are absolutely insane on that.
You already know what my favorite is.
Oh, Doom: The Dark Ages. Unbelievable. You know, in my notes, I have Doom: The Dark Ages. I don't have notes. It just says "fuck yeah."
Yeah.
That's
like Doom Eternal is like I have that on a pedestal. Like they did Doom Eternal so well. This looks so good, and I hope it's as good as it looks. I mean, I love Doom in general, so I'm not going to be like mad if it doesn't hold up to Eternal. I'm still going to love the shit out of it because I've been a Doom fan from day one. But I am pumped for this. I am so ready for this, dude.
I know that they said it's going to be slower than Doom Eternal, so it's going to be more. Fine. Yeah, it's going to be slower. You're not going to be flying around like crazy. But I mean, this is like
Eternal when fast-paced.
Seeing Doomslayer with the spikes and the fur, I'm like, oh crap! Like this is gonna be. This is I cannot wait for the soundtrack. I might just like hide away in a corner and just listen to the soundtrack for a while.
I almost got Doom Eternal's vinyl soundtrack the other day on eBay. I seen it and I was like, "Ooh, do I want to pull the trigger?"
And not a person would blame me for it. But
dude, so good.
I mean, Xbox just had a hell of a show. Perfect Dark. I mean, the list kind of just goes on and on. Indiana Jones. It just
it looks really good too.
You know, I'm a huge Indiana Jones fan. I don't know how I feel about the game
yet. It's giving Uncharted vibes.
It's not giving Uncharted vibes to me at all. It's giving
like not storyline wise, but like the puzzles and like just like the exploring.
I don't know. I think I gotta see more. Maybe I have to wait until someone has played it. I don't know. It looked like I want it to be good. I want it to be awesome, but there's just something inside of me that's just like hold up, hold on. I mean, it's day one of the Game Pass, but still. But
true. Like I'm not trying to be negative, but normally most movie that end up being turned into a video game aren't the greatest.
No, I mean Avatar was okay. I thought Ubisoft did a pretty decent job with. I'm not saying it was the greatest game of all time.
RoboCop is the shit.
I have not played it, so I cannot tell you. But
I heard Terminator. Terminator Resistance? I heard that was really good.
I don't think there's been one good Terminator game, and I wish to God there was.
I haven't played Resistance.
I have not heard of one good Terminator game, but
no, I've heard really good reviews. I've heard a lot of positive things about it. Like, well, they remastered it, I think, or they like enhanced it. It was like an enhanced edition.
Just give me a game where I can have a Remington 1897 or 1887 shotgun with the D lever and flip it around, and that's all I need. That's all you need.
Just roll around.
But the big game, and speaking of lever action shotguns, the big game from the Xbox show was Gears of War E-Day, the Immersions Day. For those of you who don't know what the E is, they are going to the very beginning. Marcus and Dom reunited again, much like you and I. This episode of Press Start, the boys are back. And we are going to be starting from the very, very beginning. And oh my God, I cannot be happier. I think this is going to be an event-like game.
I agree.
I mean,
I love Gears. That's probably I have Gears. Like I'm not hating on Halo. Halo 1 is a special place in my heart from the original Xbox, but
1 and 2, 1, 2, and 3, I think.
Gears has just always been one of my faves. So when they announced that, I was hype. But yeah, Doom was my highlight of the Xbox showcase, and I can't wait. I'm pre-ordering it. I don't care. I'm gonna find out who has a steelbook. I know someone's dropping the fucking steelbook, and I want it. And I know that steelbook is gonna fucking look badass.
You know it's gonna slap.
It's gonna be so good.
Dude, I hope they have one for Gears too. The Gears one's gonna be, oh my God. Give me like
you know has a really good steelbook. I know you're not a physical copy guy. Elden Ring steelbook is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Elden Ring steelbook is phenomenal.
Yeah, Elden Ring just got the DLC new
I know it's on sale right now too for like $30. I'm like, don't want to get it. Do I want to get it?
Possibly, but I think I mean
I'm
maybe
waiting for the season pass for WWE 2K to go on sale so I can buy it. I got everything but the season pass. I got the 40 years of WrestleMania. I haven't bought the Punk pack yet because I'm waiting for. I want to buy the season pass as a whole.
Well,
Usually
the
the season pass goes on sale at this point, but it hasn't yet, and I'm like, come on, just drop it for me.
the second pack is the Post Malone pack. So Post Malone's the first. He looked like he had a pretty good finisher. It was like a spinning Razor's Edge.
Yeah, dude, it's cool.
Spinning.
I don't know how I feel about his gear.
I don't know. He looks a lot bigger in the game than he does in real life. I'm not gonna lie. I think they embellished a little bit.
They did,
but I mean,
they kind of did the same thing with MGK.
That's true. He was still really skinny though in the game.
Oh,
it wasn't like he like Post Malone is like Randy Orton size.
Yeah, I agree. When I seen, I was like, oh, that's cool, and I was like, Posty ain't that big. Come on, man.
But yeah, the two biggest games for me, Doom. I mean, me and you're gonna play it. We're gonna talk about it like crazy, and Gears of War E-Day. I mean, but that Doom is next year. Gears of War is probably gonna be a 2026 title. I cannot imagine that coming out next year. But that just adds to 2025. I mean, look, 2025 is just getting bigger.
Once Dune dropped that news, I re-downloaded Eternal, and I already started playing through it for the fourth fucking time. I love Doom Eternal.
I mean, it's a great game. I've beaten it 3 times, I think 2 or 3. But next up, NCAA football 25 is less than a month away. It is, I believe, what is today? 21st, right?
Yep.
So we are, let's see, we are 25 days away from the deluxe edition, and 28 days away from 28 days away from the regular edition. So
yeah, I just got regular.
I'm so, you know what though, I spent the $40 to play 3 days early. I don't give about I don't care about the shit that they gave me. I spent $40 to play a game 3 days early. I'm the problem.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. Yeah. It's me.
I know we had a Swiftie in the house. Good for you.
No, don't get twisted. Don't you put me in that.
I'm putting that in the filing case and locking it up, man.
You better not. Don't you do it.
You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna get a stream of you and me playing Doom, and I'm gonna play that song over whatever is playing in Doom.
I'll bust out and start singing.
But man, and me and you have spent so much time talking about NCAA.
I know. Every episode we have a segment about it.
I feel like yeah.
We may be obsessed, but you know what? It deserves a segment every damn week until it's released. And it's going to get a segment after it's released because we're going to talk about how great it is. Okay? And how happy it's back.
I'm going to be telling you how Kent State is doing and how I got them moving up into new conferences.
You're going to be Kent. I'll be Toledo. You're going to go with Kent. I'll go with Toledo. We'll make the.
Well, why don't you go with Akron? I think isn't that the rivalry, Kent and Akron?
I'll go with Akron. My sister went to Akron.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of my family went to Kent. So we had our Kevin Sleds went to Kent. So that's I got a hometown.
Boo.
Boo. We love you, Kevin.
You don't. You suck. Just joking. I love you, Kevin.
Kevin, the owner of Believe in Media, we love you, buddy. But man, yeah, I mean, just everything that we've heard from NCAA 25. I mean, Kevin's literally buying. I talked to Kevin. He's buying a PS5 just to play NCAA.
Just for it. I love that for him.
I know. He's not the only one. I have like 5 or 6 friends who have literally said, I'm buying a PS5 just for NCAA football. I mean, it's crazy to me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I pre-ordered both systems.
Well, you're gonna want to play on PlayStation because that's where we're all playing, bitch.
I know. Even though it's crossplay, I'm like, I want a physical copy for both. Is that bad?
You're the problem, Dean.
It's me. Hi. Damn it.
Oh, I love it. It's so good. But I mean, everything going into this game is just it's like screaming in my face, like it's going to be epic. And we've been waiting for what, 10 years for a new one, 10 or 11 years. It's been so long.
14 was the last one.
I think 14 was the last one. So this is, oh my God. But we cannot wait. Less than a month away. We're probably going to talk about it again next week. So tune in next week for another segment on NCAA Football 25.
And you're welcome in advance.
Welcome in advance, motherfuckers. Nintendo had their direct. I believe they announced like a day or two before they actually had it. That was a couple of days ago.
I haven't looked at any of this, so what you're about to tell me is going to be a blind reaction.
There was a million things that they announced. I don't know if I can go into every single thing. Let's see if I can't do a little something. So they started it off with a brand new entry in the Mario and Luigi franchise, Mario and Luigi Brothership. Kind of like an RPG-ish style game. Let's say RPG slash like 3D or like 2D Mario, like 2D 3D Mario. It's awesome. Mario and Luigi was awesome. This one's gonna be pretty awesome. They announced Fantasian, which was a mobile game. Had a lot of fans that it's gonna be coming. Yeah, it's an RPG.
Never heard of that. Yeah. What's it about?
It's an RPG. I haven't played it, can't tell you, but I know a lot of people love it, so that's a thing. Disney Illusion Island coming to the Switch. Hey, you know what? I love all the Disney.
Didn't they already have a Disney Illusion Island, or?
Yeah, I think this is I don't know if it's either a sequel or it's a remaster, or I have to. Dude, I watched it a couple days ago. I did put everything down. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD from the Wii U is coming to the Nintendo Switch. That is going to be awesome.
That is going to be cool.
I know that you were excited for that.
I love Donkey Kong.
I know you do. So do I. Dragon Quest 3 HD is going to be it's called 3 HD 2D remake. So it's a remake of Dragon Quest 3 where they're doing a different art style to make it look cooler. And I believe 1 and 2 will be coming at some point in 2025. They announced Funko Fusion, which is kind of like a Lego style game.
I seen that I follow an account on I follow 2 accounts on Twitter, Cheap Ass Gamer and Wario 64, and they both dropped that like a month ago. I seen that for pre-order, and I don't know. Like, it sounds cool, but I feel like it's a little late for that. Like, they should have brought that out a few years ago when Funko was huge. Not saying it's not huge now. I'm a Funko collector. Well, I have about over 200 plus Funkos. I'm trying to get rid of them.
Yeah, you're one of them. We gotta shout out to
I'm over it. Like, I'm ready to go to the exchange, take all 200 of them, just give me whatever I get. I don't care. I don't have the time and patience to take pictures and post each one individually. Nor do I want to.
$2 a piece is $400. You only lose a lot.
I mean, according to my Funko app, it's almost $4,000 in value.
Oh wow! Well, you might have to piece it out then. Gotta give a shout out to So Monkey right now. What about the new Zelda game? We are getting there, So Monkey. We're gonna talk about it here in a minute. Let's see.
Zelda game, huh? They give
Marvel vs. We're gonna get there. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection is coming, which is 7 games, all the Marvel fighting games up to Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and they even threw in the Punisher arcade game, where you were it was kind of like Ninja Turtles. It was a beat 'em up, And if you played two player, like you always play as a Punisher, but if you played 2-player, the second player was Nick Fury.
Really?
Yeah, back when Nick Fury was white.
Yeah. I
It
remember
was a
Nick Fury
while.
being white.
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with Nick Fury being black, by the way. I just want to point that out. I just want to make the distinction. That's how old the game is.
You sure? I'm just messing with you.
Really? I make fun of you for liking Taylor Swift, and you go straight to that. Those two things are not the same, sir.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
But yes, a brand new Zelda was announced. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, which is being done in the same art style as the Link's Awakening remake. He's got tears in his eyes. So that was funny as hell. And this game is being done in the art style from the Link's Awakening remake, which was on the Switch as well. Came out a few years ago. On top of that, you play as Zelda. You do not play as Link in this game.
That's so weird.
Zelda she gets some sort of
She's the protagonist?
She is a protagonist. She gets a staff that allows you to duplicate items. So you are able to like get furniture and trees and whatever. I don't know if it's every single thing in the game, but you're able to duplicate it, and it allows you to get to new paths and all sorts of stuff. So it's really cool. So Monkey,
That's
yay! Yay! Finally talk about it.
I'm actually excited about that. It's gonna be weird, but
It's gonna be weird, but it's gonna be awesome. They got a brand new Switch Lite coming out, the Hyrule Edition, gold with the Hyrulean symbol and Triforce sign. So
there's no cool. Nintendo Switch 2?
Not yet. They stated before the Direct, we will not be talking about the next console, the Switch successor. They did talk about Lego Horizon Adventures, obviously a game coming to the Switch. It's
getting a lot of hate.
It's getting a lot of hate, but I think if you like Lego games, you're gonna like it. So people can hate it all they want.
I think it's just people like, oh, you can't find anything else. There's so much more cooler stuff you can do Lego game with. Why Horizon?
I don't even think that Guerrilla Games made it. It's not like they were using their A team to make a Lego game. Another team came in, used the license, and are making it. Play that? I mean, it looks cool.
Did you play a Lego driving game? Was it 2K Drive or something like that?
Oh yeah. I didn't get a chance to play it. It did look good though. It actually looked fun.
I grabbed it. It was a free game on the PlayStation. I think like 3-4 months ago. It's not bad.
Before you showed me your ridiculous collection before we came on the air, and I wept a little.
You know what? So my 14-year-old is on summer break, and he came over the other day, and he came over with a book bag. His mother's husband, he opens this up, and there's a PlayStation 2 with a ton of games. And he's like, my mom's husband wanted to know if you wanted this. I'm like, yeah. I got a ton of Final Fantasy games on the PlayStation 2.
Now he's not as much of a dick.
Yeah. So thank you. It even came a Guitar Hero. No guitar, but I got the Guitar Hero game.
So that's clutch. That's clutch.
I'm going to the flea market in the morning. I am on the hunt for PS2 games and a damn guitar.
And a guitar.
I am ready to rock out, dude. Once I see them, I'm like, yes. I found my Wii today too.
Your Wii?
Yeah, I haven't seen that in probably 3 years.
Well, for a second, I thought you said your weed. I was like, oh, I didn't know you lost it. Like, isn't it in a baggie?
Don't know where you're dead, man.
God, I'm never gonna get through this. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection was announced.
I've never played one of those games. Have you?
Amazing. They're so much fun.
Are they really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're absolutely fantastic. It's gonna be released on September 6th. I probably will be picking it up because there's not a whole lot that I'm getting this year. Romancing Saga 2: Revenge of the Seven was announced. It's coming October 24th. I love Romancing Saga, so that'll be good. And then they close the show with the monster, which was Metroid Prime 4. Not expecting it to release until 2025, but they did show some of it. I would not be surprised if that game is going to be released on both the Switch and the Switch successor as well.
It should be. Did you play the Metroid Prime remaster?
Yes, I played 1, 2.
So
I played all three, and then I played the remaster on Switch. They were such good games. I love Metroid. Actually, I think one of my favorite Metroid may be Metroid Dread that they released earlier a couple years ago. I love Metroid games. I love Castlevania games. So Metroid Dread was just incredible. But let's you know
I'm
what?
So tempted to open up my Dead Cells Castlevania edition on the Switch just to have it on the Switch and just play it. But I have it on the PlayStation too. So I'm just like, should I just keep it sealed?
You know, I gotta give a little bit of shout out here. So my daughter had a Switch Lite, and she wanted a regular Switch, right? She wanted a Switch she could play on her TV. She could sit and lay in her bed, play on her TV. And I didn't want to spend $300 on a Switch because I didn't want to trade in a Nintendo Switch Lite and get like $60 for it. And then so I had we had the 2-year warranty on it. Went into Best Buy today. They were like, yeah, whatever, we'll give you the credit. and I just spent $100 and got and picked up my daughter a brand new Switch today, and she cannot be more excited. I hooked it up for her. It's on her TV. She's awesome. Sophia, shout out to Sophia. I'm sure she's probably watching.
I gotta give a shout out to the Nintendo, like the store. If you have the Switch, they got some amazing deals. Like you can get some really good games for stupid cheap on there.
Like $1.99.
Yeah, dude, I got so many good games for dumb cheap, like under $5. I have a dumb digital collection on my Switch that you ever play Cuphead on there?
Mm-hmm.
Such a good game. It's hard as shit. But it's such a good game.
Cuphead. Love Cuphead.
I do too. It's such a good game. It's hard as shit though.
A game everyone's looking forward to that they haven't announced is the sequel to Hollow Knight Silksong. But the original Hollow Knight, so good.
Hold on. Oh, you can keep talking. I got the PlayStation in front of me. I'm turning that on right now because I remember you telling me Hollow Knight is really good, and I told you I grabbed it for free. I'm gonna download that. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm doing that right now while you talk.
No. I said Skulls. I think it's with the game.
Oh, that's what it was. Are you sure?
But, yeah, Hollow Knight is a different game. Absolutely,
I got
fantastic.
Both. I got both.
Yeah,
I haven't played either. I grabbed
both are good, but Hollow Knight is phenomenal. On top of that, you got games like Hades. You got Hades 2 coming out, or I believe I think it's already out. It's in early access, I believe, on PC. And then, but I mean, there's just like Cuphead, and like a lot of these games go on sale, and they're like $4.99, $6.99, like crazy prices, and they're incredibly fun. I think my daughter my daughter loves the Lego games. She likes like Lego Harry Potter, Jurassic World, all that. She got Lego Harry Potter for like $6.99 on sale.
That's not bad.
No, and she loves it. It's a great. I love the Lego games. I'm waiting for a Lego Star Wars the Skywalker saga to drop in price. When that gets like $14.99, I'll pick it up.
I'm downloading Skull and Hollow Knight right now.
There you go. Well, while you're downloading that, we are going to talk about a game that I hate myself that I'm excited for this year. I skipped it last year. Actually, I shouldn't say that
What is it?
What
game are you hating yourself for skipping?
Oh no, I was gonna say. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm not gonna say I hate myself for being excited for it. because I
You
think
should never
that
hate yourself.
I think that they are going to do a really good job this year. From everything that I've heard so far, we'll find out more later in the year. But Call of Duty Black Ops 6, the hype.
Well, Sofa Monkey said he got a $5 Nickelodeon game. What Nickelodeon game did you get, bro?
I think probably that All Star Brawl.
That's not bad.
All Star Brawl is a fun
I
game.
have been playing Multiverses.
It's good. It's good.
I unlocked Jason. I'm happy. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, as you should be. Agent Smith is I don't know if it's if he's unlockable now or if you just have to wait a little bit. You were able to unlock him for free if you did a bunch of stuff, but it was too hard and too much for me. But anyway, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, I am excited for. I skipped Modern Warfare 3 last year. I needed a break from it, and this year I'm excited again. You know, they haven't talked about multiplayer or zombies too much because they have an event coming in the end of August, which is their Call of Duty Next event. They'll be talking a ton about multiplayer and zombies, which
I love what they did in the last one with the zombies, where it's an open world, kind of like the God, what was the mode where you had to exfil? It was similar like that.
DMZ.
Yeah, DMZ. They combined that with the zombies, so it was like I liked it. It was a different take on the zombies. It was weird at first. It was definitely weird at first, but it grew on me, and I'm curious to see where they're going to go with zombies going forward. Modern Warfare 3 was all right. It wasn't terrible. The campaign, the campaign, the story mode was good. Other than that, multiplayer is the same as Modern Warfare 2, in my opinion. It wasn't that much different.
I mean, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 were two of my favorite Call of Duty games of all time. Wasn't a big fan of 3 or 4, and I know I'm in the minority on 3 at least. I did, once the Modern Warfares took over with with Gunsmith and all that, I thought Cold War did a really good job of keeping the game, kind of giving you some crazier stuff, like with like the 80s hero. They gave you like Stallone and Bruce Willis in the back.
Bruce Willis. Yep.
But you weren't getting the crazy shit that you're getting now. That's the stuff coming out now is too Fortnite for me. But
I did almost buy the Cheech and Chong pack, but I ended up not getting it.
Yeah, but I like the gunsmith in Cold War. I thought it just felt a little bit different. And I know this game they're doing a whole bunch of different movements. That's called
a lot of hate.
The Omni movement.
I think a lot of people just.
No, you talk to people now.
They don't like the older war style games anymore. From what I see, from the critics and the reviews I get, and the people just bitching online on Twitter, and the hate that it got. I personally enjoyed Cold War. I like those games. I like the high tech newer shit. I don't like how Advanced Warfare was, where you can run across walls and it had the damn robotic dogs. That pissed me off. It felt like Halo. Like, don't do that shit.
Well, that's why I didn't like Black Ops 3 or 4, because they had, you were running across walls, and they went futuristic with that one. Infinite Warfare. I don't think a human being has played Infinite Warfare. But if you talk to people now who have played like the last 2 games, they'll be like, you know what, Cold War wasn't a bad game. Now the opinion is completely swapped on Cold War, and I think it's just because Treyarch always brings their games just feel different. They have their own identity in the Call of Duty series.
It's like a cult following with Treyarch. You know what I'm saying? It's like each year when it was Treyarch's year to have a game.
Infinity Ward or whoever, but
fans are like, I ain't playing if it ain't Treyarch. I ain't playing that trash game.
No one says that. No one disrespects Treyarch. Most people like Treyarch. Anyway, I'm the opposite. As far as zombies goes, the zombies for this year is going to be more boots on ground zombies. I believe there's going to be I think it's round based again, which I am super excited for. That just makes it so much more fun when you're playing with friends.
I agree.
So I'm really stoked for that. Multiplayer again. They're bringing back Gunsmith. I love Gunsmith. Yeah. One of my favorite modes. One of my favorite modes in any game. If you have a gun in the game, you give me an option to customize it.
I'm about
and on top of that, I like that the game takes place in the early to mid '90s because that was just that's our time, bro. That's our time.
Let's just be honest. The 90s was the best.
'90s was the shit.
Top, bottom. The games,
yeah.
the cartoons, the movies, the music, every genre, everything about the 90s was. If I can go back in time and just relive the 90s again, I'm going to be all over that like flies on shit, man.
You know, I was talking to my daughter today because I was we were talking because, like, you know, her and her friends, and like they're trying to figure out what to do and where to go, and I was like, God, you guys missed it. And like you were like 14 or 15, and like your parents would drop you off at the fucking mall. The mall was a place you could go, and it had cool stores. It had like everything you could want. Like you could get food, and it was
Gadzooks, KB Toy Store,
Spencer's,
yeah,
FYE with CDs and cassettes and DVDs, and that was. Then you had Sam Goody. You had great clothing stores. You had what was that store? The store that always sold like the surfwear and summer stuff. Why is that killing me? They always sold like Billabong and Quicksilver.
PacSun,
yes. Oh my God, thank you so much. That was a great store.
They still got it.
I know, but like you go into the mall.
It's not the same though.
It's
not the same.
No, like I remember where I live, like the mall used to be like it had GameStop, it had Champs, it had Foot Locker, it had Finish Line, it had a Disney store, which was super cool. People used to book like their vacations through there. It had FYE, all the clothing stores that you could possibly think of. You would go to the mall, you'd be there for 3-4 hours, and it would be like 10 minutes past. And that was like, and you could go there and hang out. And now it's like these kids have nowhere to go. It's like the movie, they're just on their phones or their tablets constantly. It bothers the shit out of me. I wish they had somewhere to go, but they don't. And
I finally got my son off.
And we won.
He wanted to watch a movie last night, and he's been on his phone pretty much the whole time. And he's like, "What's Beetlejuice?" And I told him, "Like, are you serious right now? You've never seen Beetlejuice? What the fuck?" So he put it on. He actually put the phone down. He was into it. I'm like, Beetlejuice is my shit, dude. I love Beetlejuice.
And what makes me sad is that they're coming out with a sequel here soon.
I know. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad.
No, I don't think it looks bad.
I love that Lydia's daughter,
Jenna Ortega.
She said Beetlejuice twice. She's like, "Don't say it again." And you did it.
Yeah.
And he like goes up behind me. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be so good to you." Yeah.
And I like Jenna Ortega as an actress. I think she's gonna kill that role too.
I think she is too. She fits that role to be her daughter, like especially how she killed it as Wednesday.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
closing arguments on Black Ops 6. I'm very excited for it. We're going to talk more about it here fairly soon, especially with the event in August for Call of Duty Next. Multiplayer also looks awesome. So rumored to be 16 maps at launch. Rumored 55 weapons, which is crazy. Gunsmith is back. You can, I believe, they said if there's gonna be a wild card perk again, so you can have up, normally 5 attachments or up to 8 attachments, which is going to be nuts. I'm excited. Comes out October 25th. I already have that pre-ordered along with NCAA and Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah.
Which I know people are going to say that's not how you pronounce it. Well, it's you play as Sun Wukong. It's spelled S-U-N. I pronounce that Sun, and Wukong is spelled the way it sounds. So we are going to jump now into top 5 PS4 games of all time. If you guys have not watched the last few episodes, we have gone through PS1, 2, and 3. We were going to skip PS4, but I said, no, we can't. And Dean's like, you're right. We can't skip PS4 because it was such a good system.
We are going to skip PS5.
we are skipping PS5 because it is still ongoing, and I cannot give you my top 5 games when there might be better ones coming out later.
So next episode, we're gonna go original Xbox.
I think me and you're gonna have a very similar list on that.
You think so?
I think me and you're gonna have we might have a pretty solid similar list here on PS4.
Before we get into that, the Xbox 360 marketplace is closing down within less than a month, I think.
I think it's
pretty much
20th, 20 something.
A lot of the games are like 90% off. So if you have any 360 games that you love, go grab them for stupid cheap now and just throw them in your library. I'm doing that after this before I go to bed.
Do it.
I totally just forgot about it until we brought that up. And I'm like, oh yeah. Like Capcom even put that out, like any Capcom game, like $1.99. Like
I saw that.
Stupid cheap.
Well, you know what's funny is you were talking about that, and I me and my daughter talk about a lot. She loves video games, so me and her talk about a lot. We talk about a lot of stuff, but we were talking about video games again, and I told her how awesome the 3DS was, and I started thinking about it. And I was like, man, you know what? I kind of want to get a 3DS again. You can find them. They're only like 100 and like 120, 150 bucks. I could get like
15 minutes before we started this show, my son came down asking for a cord for his headset. I was looking through a bag because I got a few of them just lying around, and I found the Wii. And in the bag with the Wii was my 3DS.
Oh,
and it had Mario Kart in there. I'm like, let's go.
Now, you know what? I wanted to get it for Pokemon X and Y and X and Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. I mean, that's perfect right there.
A lineup.
It's a lineup. Right, it is. But I got too much stuff to play here. But it's still something to chew on. But top 5 PS4 games of all time. I don't remember who started last time. So what we'll do rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first. You ready?
On shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, you delayed on that one. I'll let you go first.
There we go.
You go first.
I'm pretty sure we're the same. I threw scissors.
We did.
Okay.
But I dropped mine first. Yours was a little delayed. Unless it was delayed on my end.
It's probably probably delayed on you because you have the shittier internet.
Trash ass internet.
My honorable mention is a game that could be a lot of people's number ones, and that's Uncharted 4.
That's a good one. To the danger zone.
My phone was going off. Crazy.
Oh no. Honorable mention. Destroy All Humans.
The remake?
I love that game. I have a blast with it. It's a dumb game, but I love it.
It's a good one. I'm gonna go my number 5 here, and this could be a lot of people's number 1. Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes. This game is so good. It is so good. My number 5 is Days Gone.
Days Gone, so good. It didn't make my list, but I definitely thought about it. I thought about putting it in there. My number 4 is going to be Spider-Man.
That almost made my list. It's a good one. They did very well on it. Like Miles Morales was even good too.
It was.
But that's a good one. My number 4 is going to be Fallout 4.
Was Fallout 4 on PS4 or was that on PS3?
I thought PS4. You got the Ultimate Edition. We got all the DLC.
Okay. That's right. Okay. That's good. That's a good one. I am a big Fallout fan. 4 didn't do it for me as much as
I did get back into 76, and it's gotten better since last time.
Doesn't take much from what it was, but it is a lot better from what it was. I will give them that. My number 3 is Bloodborne.
That's my number 3.
Oh yes,
That was my number 3. I love Bloodborne.
You know what? Sony needs to just suck it up, pay from whatever they want, and make Bloodborne 2 because that's gonna hit like it's gonna hit like crack. Like you announce Bloodborne 2, people are gonna lose their collective fucking minds. Like
it's
just
so
make
good.
it happen. And like my biggest problem is they keep teasing it like an Astrobot. A pre-order bonus is you get the Hunter's outfit. Stop teasing me.
I see that. I was like, are you kidding me?
The damn game.
Quit playing on my emotions, Sony.
I mean, even give us.
I'll beat everybody.
I would gladly take a Bloodborne remake or remaster. Like, give me something. Give me something, bro.
Like Demon Souls, just give me some better graphics, 60 frames.
People forget that Bloodborne was co-op too, and it was fun. Yeah. My number 2. Huh?
We can co-op that thing. You got it?
Hell yeah. Of course I do.
Let's go.
My number 2, before we do that, is Red Dead Redemption 2. It had to be. It had to be. I feel like you forgot something in your list.
I forgot a lot.
Yeah.
All right. My number 2 is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Oh yeah. You know what? That I really wanted to get that in my list. I really did. I really could swap that out with Uncharted 4, but man, Uncharted 4 was Uncharted. I had to keep it in there. But it's great. PS4 is such a good system. And I think we should say our number 1s together because I'm pretty sure they're going to be the exact same one.
It's not. Red Dead Redemption is mine.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is your number 1?
I love Red Redemption. I love it. I still play it to this day. I do the online. I love it so much. I love doing cowboy shit. Let's go.
Listen, easy, Hangman Page.
I'm glad you knew their reference.
I'm glad you got that out first, man. A little suspense on mine because mine, I have to do it just because I could not believe when they showed it off how awesome it was, and that is God of War 2018. It had to be my number 1. As much as I wanted to put Red Dead 2 in there, but like I expected Red Dead 2. And you know what? And I made a Reddit post that got a ton of views and a ton of traction about, should Rockstar games like the first like quadruple A titles?
Yeah.
And some people were like, hell yeah, and other people were like, stop making up stupid names. And I was like, whatever. But one person had a great response, and it was, maybe don't call it a quadruple A title, just call it a Rockstar title because people know what you mean. And I go, hell yeah, that's like
that. I like that.
When you say it's a Rockstar title, you're like, okay, this means quality. And I really wanted to put Red Dead 2 as number 1, but I don't think I could have ever dreamed of them doing what they did with God of War and it being as good as it was. And for that reason, that had to be my number 1.
I'm not hating on that at all. I love that game.
Honestly, my entire top
Diablo 3, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Oh, Sekiro was phenomenal.
Neo 1 and 2.
Yep. I could swap though. My top 3, God of War, Red Dead 2, and Bloodborne. I could swap any of those 3. And Bloodborne could be 1. Bloodborne could be 1. God of War could be 2. Red Dead could be 3. Red Dead could be 1. I mean, they're interchangeable. They're all phenomenal games.
Control was a good game. I thought I liked Control. I got the Steelbook copy of that.
You want to know a smaller title that was good? It was not. It's not gonna be in my top like 10, but a good title was Detroit Become Human.
Yes, that's a good one too, dude.
All
highly underrated game.
Yep, all the different branching stories and ways you go. That was a great game. Loved it.
I agree.
PS
I agree
PS4
100%.
was PS4 was really, you know what? And I think I've said this on the show before, but PS4 was a system that was built on promises. It was they didn't really get
And it delivered.
they didn't get a big game until like 4 or 5 years almost into the console cycle. I think the biggest one they had was the Order 1886, which was like a 5 hour, and it had all the potential in the world, but it was like a 5 hour almost, movie that you played through. It wasn't like
it basically
wasn't.
was.
Yeah, I mean, it looked phenomenal and it had great ideas, but it just didn't deliver. But then they just started hit just banger after banger after banger, big games and smaller games. And I mean, even when like the PS5 was about to come out, then they hammered you with Ghost of Tsushima, and they were like, "Oh shit, what am I supposed to do?"
I love Ghost of Tsushima. I even like the Borderlands 3.
Borderlands 3 was good.
I enjoy it. Titanfall 2.
Oh my
I
god.
could go on, man. There's so many good games on this console.
Titanfall 2 is one of
Dark
the
Souls
most
3.
Titanfall 2 is one of the most underrated campaign games in of all time, in my opinion. The campaign in Titanfall 2 is so good, and people just do not understand how good it actually was. It was absolutely phenomenal.
I agree with that 100%. A Way Out was a good one. If you ever play like a co-op game like that, you guys escape prison. That's a sweet game. Have you tried that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have. It was good.
I enjoy that. The remaster of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Wasn't that on was that on PS4 or was that
that's on
both? PS4? That's on both.
4 and 5. I have a physical copy of 4.
Yeah. I have. I have
Battlefield 1.
I have it on 5. Battlefield 1 was great. Looked really good too. Great graphics. Man, there was just so many. I mean, all the good. I want to say all the good Call of Duties and all the bad Call of Duties. There's a lot of good ones, the bad ones on PS4. But yeah, I mean, it was a great generation, great console, and I think that when we start going into the Xbox, we start talking about Xbox, and Dean froze here, so I'm gonna keep talking. Hopefully, he comes back. But when we start doing our Xbox, Dean's back.
I'm excited for Xbox. I'm so curious what the hell you're going to say on your Xbox list.
When we start doing Xbox, especially when we get to like Xbox One, I think that I don't know if there's one single exclusive Xbox game that's going to be on that list.
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think there's going to be one for me either.
I don't know if there's going to be one from 360. Oh, they'll be for 360. Yeah, absolutely. Gears will be on
360 there. Had some bangers.
Little spoiler alert. Gears will be on there somewhere. So
I'm really excited for the 360 and an original Xbox list. I'm curious what yours are. There's some heavy hitters on both.
Next week we're gonna start with the original Xbox, and it's gonna be awesome as hell. But I enjoyed our show today. We went over some of the Xbox showcase.
I missed you, man.
I missed you too. Oh, you know what? Another game real quick before we sign off, and I mentioned it that I have pre-ordered is Black Myth Wukong. Game looks absolutely phenomenal. Comes out in August.
You pre-ordered it?
I pre-ordered it. You play as Sun Wukong, also known as the Monkey King. It is made, I shouldn't say made, but it is a take on the books A Journey to the West, which is like huge in Chinese folklore. The game it looks great. It kind of, I don't even know how to explain it. A lot of people I've talked to who have played it behind closed doors have said it's kind of a mix of like Devil May Cry, little Dark Souls, God of War. So I'm like, that's a pretty good mix. I like that. Your character
is a pretty good mix.
Yeah, your character transforms, and carries a bow staff in his ear because he's got like literally it looks like he pulls out like a Q-tip and then he like it like flashes and turns into a giant staff. You're like, oh shit, what just happened?
You want
There's
to?
like
Oh, God,
there's
I
like
got one more
there's like
PS4 game I want to throw out that just
What's
popped in my head. That's really good. It's underrated. Mad Max.
oh yeah. I mean, if you're gonna throw that in there, you could throw like Rage in there, like Rage 4.
Rage, Rage is a good one.
I mean, that was okay. There was a lot of like good.
I'm a horror
small-
fan, so like the Evil Within 2, those are
Yeah,
the ones
those
I
are-
enjoyed.
Those are good. Those are good as
Infamous First Light.
well. Nope,
You
refused.
didn't like it?
Hated it.
Really?
Should just gave us Infamous 3.
I agree.
Give us Cole back.
I have some of the Sniper Elites were okay.
Yeah, I mean, but like when you're talking top 5, top 6 with honorable mention, I mean, you are talking the cream of the crop, like
I
the
agree.
best games of that entire generation on that system, and maybe even of just the generation in general. You know, I mean, I can't tell you a game. Gears of like you okay, Red Dead aside. I can't think of a game better than Gears of War on either console. That's why it's my number 1.
That's a bold statement.
I
like it.
Give me a
Kinda
game
shocked
on
to hear you
give
say
me a
that.
game on Xbox One that was as good as Gears of War. Or, I'm sorry, God of War.
Oh, God of War. Nothing.
What was your number 2?
Red Dead was 1.
Was
Number
1.
2 was why do we do this every time?
I do it just to piss you off because you don't write it down.
I don't.
I have my was it okay. Here's a better question. Name me a game better than Bloodborne on either console.
On either console?
Besides your number 1, which was
Number 2 was The Witcher.
The Witcher. Okay, so besides The Witcher and Red Dead, give me a game better than Bloodborne. You can't, because both those games were on Xbox. And I'm not bashing Xbox. I'm just saying they did not have a whole lot of exclusives.
Oh. I mean, I really liked Elden Ring.
You really liked what?
Elden Ring?
Elden Ring wasn't an exclusive. It was on both consoles.
That's what I thought you asked. On both consoles. On either? You're talking about exclusives only?
I'm talking about PS4, Xbox One.
Exclusives?
Yes. No. Just a game. So your number 1. Is there a game that? So your number 1 was Red Dead. Your number 2 was Witcher. Your number 3 was Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Is there a game that would have to be an exclusive on Xbox because Bloodborne was an exclusive on PlayStation? Is there a game better on Xbox than Bloodborne?
Okay. I'm slow.
Let's say Red Dead's gone, Witcher's gone. Is there a game that you would you can't?
You can't. Not that comes to mind. Off the rip, gun in my head.
They didn't have the exclusives, and it's
no.
But they do. But they got a lot coming up this year and in 2025 and 2026.
We were just talking a few episodes ago how the Series X doesn't really have a lot of games out at the moment.
Well,
I can see why, because they just saved all that shit for the showcase and just dropped the hammer down. Like,
I'm very curious because I feel like Sony's just sitting back going, okay, like whatever.
Like,
and I feel, I feel like September, October, November, December, in the back half of the year, they'll be like, all right, we've waited long enough.
Is Wolverine a PlayStation exclusive?
Yes.
Fucking love it. I am so ready for that gameplay.
It's gonna hit.
I'm so excited to see the different outfits.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
When we went to
if they don't make a Deadpool Wolverine like the outfit he wears in this movie as a costume in this game, they dropped the ball. What are you doing?
Oh, I guarantee it will be. Yeah, well,
I'll punch somebody right in the jejunum.
Easy, Woody Harrelson. I'm gonna get every single one of these references.
I love that.
I know
love it.
it's so good. Mama, I threw up. I saw, baby. But we went down to Disney and Universal. Here's the weird thing. So Disney owns Marvel, but when they bought Marvel, they had to keep all of the contracts in place that were there, and from movies to licensing deals to theme parks. And one of those was Universal has a Marvel area in their theme park.
Do they?
They do, and
I don't know.
it's Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four and X-Men, and it's a whole big part of their part of the park is Marvel characters. So I walked into the store and they had this. It was, you could only get it from the store. It was a Wolverine bust, and I was like, if it's not, I think it was out of like because I have a Iron Man one that's like, it's like 66 out of 1,000. And I found this Wolverine one that I loved, and it was a little more expensive than I wanted to pay, but they only made 200 of them, and I got number 2 out of 200.
Oh,
I was very excited about it.
Oh yeah,
and it's I have it somewhere hidden, buried, but it's I gotta display them. But I liked it because he's holding his claws out like this, and it's the actual claws, not like the needles that looks like on a lot of stuff. It's like his actual claws coming out, and I was like, that's the Wolverine.
That's
like, sweet. Like the one that went to Japan and in the comics, and
yeah, I'm jealous.
Man, the Wolverine is awesome. Definitely top 5 comic. That should be a top 5.
I don't care. I'll keep saying it till I'm blue in the face. I want a damn Injustice style game, DC versus Marvel.
Ed Boon has been asked about that so many times. I think one of the biggest problems is I don't think Marvel does not want their characters to be seen like that. So I don't know if you will ever see that. I'm so pumped for
I respect that to a sense, but if you bitches love money, do it, because it's gonna be a money pit.
It absolutely would be. Well, yeah, but you got to look at a game like Marvel Rivals, which we don't know if that's coming out this year or next year. The beta is gonna be at the end of July. A game like that, which is an Overwatch style game, and it's got, I think 1 million people already on their Discord. I mean, it's blowing up like crazy, and they don't have to watch their characters get killed. So if they can make it money like that, and they're going to make money hand over fist, because I guarantee you.
Then just make it like a Marvel versus Capcom, but do it Marvel versus DC. You don't got to do the whole Mortal Kombat style thing.
But why don't they just make a Marvel versus
Capcom? I just want to do like Batman versus Iron Man, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, God, that'd be so much fun.
Wolverine versus Batman. That's who I want to see. Yeah. Wolverine versus Batman.
Fuck yeah.
Just primal rage versus the world's smartest.
That happened.
I think they make so much money. I think they teamed up in a comic at one time. Who knows? Thinking about though, I think one of our top 5s should be top 5 Marvel and DC characters. Even though we talk video games, a lot of Marvel and DC video games out there. Let's talk about our top 5. Not even superhero games. Marvel characters and DC characters. We could also
think of a DC character I would love Deadpool to go against.
DC character?
Yeah.
Apocalypse.
Versus Deadpool?
Yeah, or Darkseid. I mean, Deadpool literally killed the entire Marvel universe.
I agree. Joker versus Deadpool would be entertaining.
No, Joker doesn't stand a chance.
Just like the shit talking.
Well, like everyone's problem is like no one wants to kill the Joker, but like you put Deadpool in there, like Joker's dead in 5 seconds.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Like it's. I don't even know if he gets.
I'm really just saying that just for like, you know how like in Mortal Kombat and Justice they walk up to each other and they both talk shit. I just want to hear the smirky like. I just want to hear it.
I just feel like it's hard to have a character.
Deadpool rock.
Deadpool and who?
If Harley Quinn wanted to beat Joker's ass, she easily could.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Joker's a bitch. Let's just be honest. He's
Joker,
just cool.
He surrounds himself with yes men.
Yeah.
He's like,
let's be honest. Joker's a pussy. He's
No.
he's just cool.
Did you watch any of The Boys season 4?
No.
Oh my god, it's crazy.
I haven't watched The Boys. I watched the first 2 episodes of season 2 and I haven't been back since.
Oh my
and it's
god.
not like because I didn't like it. It's just I have this tendency to start watching something and I get so busy and I just kind of forget about it.
If you just want to watch,
I keep telling myself I gotta go back and do it, and I just never get to it.
If you want to watch this messed up stuff, just watch The Boys. It's craziness. Homelander is a psychopath. I love it, and he's got great memes.
Yeah, he does.
But they're
good.
It has been a show. We will be back hopefully next week, and we'll be talking more about all the things we love in gaming. So for myself, Joey Schneider,
and myself, Dean Stampos,
and this is the Press Start Pod.
We will see y'all next week with the Xbox Top 5 and so much more in NCAA. Until then, give us a follow, like, share, tell your friends, join us, talk with us. We love you guys. See y'all next week. Peace.